Welcome back. Singapore is stepping up efforts to reduce household water consumption through a new program targeting high-usage 1 to 3 room flats. National Water Agency PUB says the SG Water Saver program will help them with free practical water-saving measures like leak repairs. It says this comes as hybrid working arrangements and rising temperatures place upward pressure on water use. Claudia Lim with more.
In households where leaks and inefficient fittings could go unnoticed, more water than necessary is used. This could rack up higher costs.
If you can reduce water usage, we can reduce utility costs, and that will also help households deal with potential inflation in utility.
Ms. Fu was speaking at a Singapore World Water Day event where a new water conservation initiative was launched. Smaller households using more than 200 litres of water per person per day, about 1 full bathtub, will get help for free. They will receive home water audits, leak repairs and replacement of inefficient fittings. This is if they also have a high consumption pattern. The program is expected to help around 1,500 households in its first 2 years.
So if you look at 1 to 3 room flats, the average bill size is something like $25 to $39 a month. So even if they reduce 1 cubic meter a month, and that works out to something like $50 of reduction a year, which is a couple of months of water bills.
Prof Leong adds that the initiative can be scaled up to benefit others. Household water consumption in 2025 averaged 141 litres per person per day, a slight decrease from the previous year. Singapore's total water demand is projected to almost double by 2065, with the non-domestic sector accounting for the bulk of this.
Singapore's water challenge is no longer just about supply, but also about energy. Coordinating Minister for Public Services Chun says clean and sustainable energy could become its next long-term constraint. He urges businesses to improve water efficiency and develop more energy-efficient technologies to strengthen the country's water resilience. Eugene Chow has more.
At this hotel, water savings begin at the sink. 3 dishwashing machines installed in 2015 track water usage, flagging when too much water is being used or when loads can be optimized. It's helped cut water use by about 30%, with plans to reduce it further with 5 more machines. But the hotel says going green is not the only motivation.
Beyond that, I mean, there's real savings. We know that the cost of operating is increasingly challenging, and so these values really align in the way that we run our business. We don't need to compromise on one to achieve the other.
In healthcare, hemodialysis, a process that filters waste from blood when kidneys fail, requires large volumes of treated water. But more than half is rejected during purification. Now, one healthcare cluster is giving that water a second rinse. Since 2024, it's found a way to reuse the rejected water to irrigate hospital gardens, saving more than 25,000 litres a day.
Whatever we introduce or implement, number one, it will be shared across all the hospitals, National University Health System. And a very specific platform, we also share this with the other 2 clusters. I thought collectively, with all the public health system comes together, it will create even better impact in terms of conserving water.
At the launch of Singapore's annual water conservation campaign, Minister Chan says that while water has been the country's existential challenge for the last 50 years, the next 50 years will hinge on securing clean, sustainable and renewable energy to manage the water supply amid climate change. He urged businesses and engineers to develop better water processing technologies that use as little energy as possible.
If we are able to change our industrial processes to be much more water efficient or much less water intensive, it can become a competitive advantage. When we say that we want to have more sustainable water supply in Singapore, we don't mean just having a few leading companies with the best technology. In fact, we need every company to be water efficient in our processes.
National Water Agency PUB says firms can tap funding schemes such as the Water Efficiency Fund. It's approved more than 380 applications under the fund, saving up to 60 million litres of water a day. PUB adds the fund can help firms keep their costs low while supporting Singapore's long-term sustainability goals.